Hey everybody, Sean here. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope you're making it through this winter disaster storm, electricity debacle here in Texas, where it's Friday, it's Thursday right now, I should say. Already thinking about the weekend. Uh, Hopefully we're almost done with this. It's supposed to warm up a little bit tomorrow. Hopefully electricity will be back for everybody and we'll have water. In the meantime, I want to talk to you a little bit about in this video, if you're a commercial tenant and there's damage to your property, what is your remedy? What can you do? I mean, obviously, you want to make sure that you get your business up and running as soon as possible. But if you can't do that in the space because of damage from the storms, what are your options? And in Texas, really the lease is going to control, especially commercial lease. It's going to control. So the first thing you want to do is go to your lease and see what rights and options you have. I mean, that is definitely if there's a fight in court, that's what's going to control is the lease. Now, so it's definitely case specific, but in general, we can talk about a couple of things. As far as like damages, most of the leases I see, if there's significant structural damages like that, that's going to be the responsibility of the landlord. Again, it's lease specific, so that could be different, but generally there's a landlord issue to repair the damages. If you're damaged and you can't work or you can't do your business there as a commercial tenant, do you have to continue to pay rent? Probably. Again, I keep coming back to this that it's lease specific, but it is lease specific. But under Texas law in general, withholding rent is not really an appropriate remedy. So just make sure that before you do that, you read your lease and read what your options are in the case of not being able to use the space. And that brings us to sort of the last point, which is the act of God clause. I've seen it both ways. Basically, the act of God is if there's an act of God that makes the space unusable, what are the remedies for the tenant, for the landlord? I've seen a lot of different types of act of God clauses. Sometimes it's the responsibility of the landlord to make the repairs, and you don't have to pay rent during that time. Sometimes it's the responsibility of the tenant to do that. So just it sounds like I keep repeating the same thing, but make sure you read your lease, see what your options are, and then negotiate with your landlord. I mean, everybody knows what's going on now. I mean, obviously we all have businesses to run and we have properties that need to have mortgages paid, but if you negotiate with your landlord, hopefully you can come to some resolution. And if you have any questions or need any help, don't forget to call Bukowski Law Firm, 512-614-0335. Thanks.